What up? What up? What's good, bruh?
What's up, bro?
Yeah, what's up, y'all? Welcome back to Instant Replay Hoops Edition. We gonna talk a little bit about the draft too. So the last time you saw us was the first round of the draft. We're gonna talk about kind of some of the picks that were made and stuff like that. Then we go get into some of this NBA playoff action. You know what I'm
Some of
saying?
the drama that happened in between as well that we
Yeah.
didn't know about.
Oh, what happened, bro?
Well, like the Makai Lemon situation.
Oh yeah. So we'll get into
man.
some of that, and then obviously playoff basketball. We're gonna talk about that. My boys, I'm still mad about the other night getting clapped and just tapped up by the Knicks, bro. Tapped up.
Yeah.
Old Towns in there with his bitch ass eyebrows, dog. You know what I'm saying?
I thought my boys were gonna be the first ones to move on to the next round, bro.
Yeah, bro. Yeah.
Nah.
Yeah, man. Hey, man. So every series will at least go 5 games. Apparently, that's what we're looking at right now.
I did say a gentleman's sweep.
Yeah,
Say a gentleman's sweep. You know what I mean? So,
hey, and you know we'll get into that in a minute. I mean, the next game is at the Kennard Center, bro. You know what I'm saying?
It is at the Kennard Center, bro.
All right, man. Let's jump back on the draft real quick.
Okay.
Obviously, this past weekend, the draft, we were live for the first round on Thursday. You know, you had rounds 2 and 3 live on Saturday or on Friday. And then on Saturday, you had rounds 4 and 5, and then the draft completed sort of on Sunday and shit, man. And
right.
Look at some of the picks. I you know, as far as the Packers go, man, you know what I'm saying? I'm satisfied with what we got from them. Hey, I got to say, they ended the draft off, you know what I'm saying, he did come from Florida. I will say, you know what I'm saying, Cat played in Florida, but he can kick that football. And if you saw the Packers last season, if you saw how we went out in the playoffs against the Bears, we had like 4 missed field goals in that game that possibly could have bridged the gap, and we might have won that one, right? So, of course, the Packers went out there and got, you know what I'm saying, Trey Smack, bruh. You know what I'm saying? Trey Smack from the University of Florida.
Smack Daddy, bro.
Smack Daddy, dog. 77% accuracy on 50-plus yard field goals. Dude's numbers are nice. Last pick the Packers made in the draft, you know what I'm saying, picked up the kicker. Get this So, as we can see right here, Fernando Mendoza, your boy, went number 1 to y'all boys. Let's do this.
Generational wealth right there, bro.
Hey,
you know what I mean?
We all that, man.
You know what the best part of having Fernando Mendoza is?
What's that, bro?
Because regardless of how he turns out, it's a young quarterback. We drafted him. He's the franchise future, yada, yada, right?
Yeah.
I don't have to ever hear about, well, what if we go back and get Derek Carr? Ever again, dog.
Yeah.
Never again. Never again, bro. Because I got Kirko Chains and I got Freddie Mendoza, bro.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Fernando Mendoza. All right, so here go your draft right there. You know what I'm saying? Mendoza, Trayden Stoops, Kieran Crawford, Trey Zoon III, Jamal McCoy, Mike Washington Jr., Dalton Johnson, Hezekiah Massis, Malik Benson. Look like y'all did a bunch of trading back there, dog. Toward the
they did a lot of trading, bro. We actually traded Tyree Wilson in the 5th round to the Saints. Picked up a fire ass. Who was it right there?
Dalton Johnson.
Who was it?
No, Hezekiah Massis.
Yep, that's him right there.
Hezekiah, okay. Cornerback from Cal.
So
right.
I mean, they honestly, bro. I mean, I was gonna say it because I was just biased, and that's my team, and I liked everybody they picked. But then I started looking at like a lot of like just shit popping up, man. You know, Hoosh Mazada said it. Louis Reddick said it. You know what I mean? A couple other cats said it.
Yeah.
I feel like my boys might possibly have had, you know what I'm saying, if not the best fucking draft, bro. Overall.
Yeah, no, nice draft, man.
And what's not on there is we added this kicker from Japan, bro.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of players that got signed. I still have to find them players.
Venom, what up, my boy?
Hey, what's
Fresh
good?
Fresh off the clock, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Clock was good. Venom always be on it, bro.
Hell yeah,
dog. The clock was good. Hey. Luckily, I was off today, but I wasn't because I was in that yard cutting that.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Overall, nice draft for y'all cats, man.
Man.
Pull up my boys here.
Oh, bro.
As you can see, Brandon Cisse, got Cisse with our first pick. Obviously, we didn't have a first round pick because we traded for Parsons, which is well worth it. Chris McClellan from Missouri at number, third round pick, fourth round. Danny Dennis Sutton from Penn State. Jaeger Burton, center. Not only center, that dude's done played like
fire piece right there.
Yeah, he done played the whole offensive line basically. So he's gonna be one of. That's normally what the Packers draft is like, dudes who don't just play one position on the offensive line, they play at least two. So Damani Jackson, cornerback from Bama, hate to give him props because he's from Bama, but he is nice.
He is nice, dog. Yeah. He is fucking nice, dog.
And then to round out the draft, the sixth round, pick number 35 in that round, Trey Smack, bro.
Oh, T-Smack, baby.
T-Smack from Florida, place kicker.
Yeah.
Dude is nice, man. I'm satisfied with the draft. Look, man, again, a lot of favoritism in there because I am a Packers fan, but better than other years, I think that this draft was pretty nice. Pretty nice, spot on. Obviously, this is the best you can do without a first-round pick. You know what I mean? So
I would say this year, bro, it's really like, I would say this is probably one of those few years where there's only a handful of teams that I could say had a poor draft.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Pittsburgh, it's crazy. They kind of had a bad draft in Pittsburgh. But then you go to Cleveland. Cleveland had kind of a fire draft.
Oh no, Cleveland's
draft.
You know what I'm saying? Come on now, look.
You know what I mean? Like,
first of all, Spencer Fano and Casey Concepcion. We was watching the scene of drafting. Denzel Boston, wide receiver again. So look, we both think it's probably gonna be Shador who gets to get the start nod because as you can see on this whole list, they didn't get a quarterback until the 6th round.
Right.
But you got some weapons, dog. He got some weapons right there to come.
I said it, man. You know what I'm saying? I said I'm taking KC Concepcion as my, underdog in the draft. You know what I mean? So I think he's going to have a fucking dope-ass season.
McNeil Warren from Toledo, safety. Austin Barber, offensive tackle. They had a pretty decent one, man.
Julian Jefferson right there, bro. That go down.
Oh, Julian Jefferson,
Alabama. Justin Jefferson, Alabama. Yep. Fire fucking pickup. Yep.
I think the only thing I was really surprised about coming out of this year's draft, just the fact, obviously we saw the Rams picked up Ty Simpson,
right?
And there's been a lot of conversation about that,
right?
I'm not a Rams fan, so of course that shit doesn't bother me personally, but I feel both sides of the argument that they should have picked up something to help them win now because Stafford ain't getting no younger, but at the same time, you'd like to have a replacement in place when Stafford decides it's time to hang them cleats up. Now, that might be at the end of next season. It might be 2 seasons before he decides to then, make his way back off the football field and to hang out with family and friends and live in NFL immortality. But who knows when that's going to happen? Personally, if I was picking number 13 in the first round of this year's draft, even though I remember they had another pick in the first round. They traded that for old dude from Kansas City, that fire-ass cornerback. Yeah. So I feel like I probably would have got another piece to help them win now. But, of course, that's probably one of the good reasons why I'm not in the Rams as part of the Rams staff when it comes to picking draft picks.
Well, there can't be no educational logic to it. Look at man, we seen the look on McVay's face. Yes. We know how the fuck he felt about it. Yep. And here's the thing, they already had a backup with Stetson Bennett. You know what I mean? And my thing is, if he wasn't capable, then why didn't we make moves to move Stetson Bennett on for a trade pick for whatever if we knew we were picking up Ty Simpson? So now we just wasted a pick. Because that's in a necessity, that's what we did. We wasted a pick. Because now, even if we choose to trade Stetson Bennett, we're not getting shit at a face value for it.
No.
You know what I'm saying? At least in the draft, you could have got a 5th round pick or some shit.
Yeah.
But now you ain't getting no face value for that shit.
And you can't use the excuse, I needed to. They want to try to light a fire up under Bennett.
You talking about MVP Matthew Stafford? You know what I'm saying? Let him find him.
No. I'm talking about Bennett. Up under Bennett. As far as the you can't use that excuse either, because if that's the case, why you didn't draft that high to do that? You only
exactly.
Yeah.
Bro, y'all traded up.
Yeah.
Y'all traded up to do that shit, dog.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So, I think that's the only thing for me, head scratcher. I don't mind Jeremiah Love to the Cardinals. Cardinals, now, I will say, I am very interested to see when it came to the Arizona Cardinals, where they drafted Carson Beck, bro. Carson Beck, as you can see right here, quarterback from Miami, former quarterback from the University of Georgia.
That's going to be interesting.
Yeah, I want to see how he's going to do, because I'm going to tell you, it's not a secret on this show. We're not Carson Beck fans. I know he used to play for Georgia. The way he left and the way he left the field in the national title game has changed.
Not a fan, bro.
Of Carson Beck. So we'll see what happens with that. Obviously, what's the other news you want to talk about, man, when it came to the draft?
So the draft was held here in Pittsburgh, or not here, but the draft was held in Pittsburgh, right? Mm-hmm. Pittsburgh's on the clock.
Mm-hmm.
They pick up whoever the fuck they picked up. I think it was the lineman, right?
Yeah.
After that, it was supposed to be the Cowboys. But the Cowboys didn't choose to pick. They went ahead and traded with the fucking Eagles. And the Eagles going to pick up Mekhi Lemon.
Yeah.
Pittsburgh didn't pick up Mekhi Lemon and use him as leverage because they knew the Cowboys were going to take him.
Mm-hmm.
And then so now they felt betrayed that they fucking, you know what I'm saying, that the Eagles went ahead. I mean, the Cowboys went ahead and did that shit because now they felt duped because they felt like they had a strategy in place. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I'm sorry. It was the Cowboys supposed to pick first, and then it was Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Pittsburgh didn't trade up because they knew they weren't going to, you know what I'm saying, the Cowboys were going to take their pick. Pittsburgh was going to take Mekhi Lemon, and the Eagles were down the road. But then Cowboys switched and traded with the fucking Eagles, allowed the Eagles to pick up Mekhi Lemon before they did Pittsburgh, and Pittsburgh sat there fucking looking crazy.
Oh, yeah, okay. Pittsburgh was on the phone with him. Yeah,
Pittsburgh literally was on the phone with him. While he was on the phone, the motherfucking Eagles started calling him. He told Pittsburgh on the phone, hey, why the Eagles calling me?
Yep.
And he said, I don't know, answer it. And that fool did. He's like, hey, bro, we just traded up. We taking you. And he was like, all right. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, you know,
we were watching.
Like I said, there's only a... Right, and we didn't even know that shit was going on.
But what we did say was since we see the Eagles use their first pick on a wide receiver, A.J. Brown, out of there, bro.
Oh, yeah. AJ, we can most definitely... I mean, shit. If that didn't, I'm gonna tell you like this, bro. If that didn't solidify AJ Brown's out of there, the very next day, Mekhi Lemon shows up to the Sixers game, and he rings the bell. Guess who was with him? Devontae Smith. Devontae Smith and Mekhi Lemon sitting front row.
Yeah.
No AJ Brown in sight, dog.
Nah. So yeah, he pretty much.
So if you can't read between the lines, I don't know what to tell you, dog. But if you an Eagles fan and you an AJ Brown fan. You might want to get the tissues ready, dog.
Yeah. I think I'm pretty sure I'm sure the fans in Philly kind of have moved on from that, man. It's good enough. I mean, obviously, I appreciate what the cat done for him, but at a certain point in time, you know, Philly fans are wild anyway. So I know the motherfuckers probably already ready for that cat to go. So that's about it, man.
Last thing, bro. I just got to shout out because this motherfucker shot himself in the foot all season, all combine, and now he wants to act shocked why he didn't get drafted. I'm talking about Diego Pavia, bro. He went down in history. I'm talking about, for those that don't know, Mr. 5'10", 200 pound, smaller than me, Diego Pavia. Went down in history as the very first very first finalist for the Heisman Trophy to never get drafted, dog.
Yeah.
Why, you say? Maybe it's because his height, maybe it's because his weight, maybe it's because he doesn't fit the image, or maybe it's because he's just a complete asshole. And like in interviews with John Gruden, you're like, I don't need no agent, I don't need nobody, ain't nobody taking my money. You know what I mean? Like, your composure wasn't there. You very egotistical. So that was obviously a turnoff, right away. Apparently though, he did get a call from Ravens mini camp. You know what I'm saying? To try out as a walk-on or something like that. Okay. So we'll see how that goes, man. Maybe they're just doing it just because. But yeah, bottom line is, man, sometimes you gotta humble yourself, dog.
Yep. I agree 1,000%. I got it. The dude has a chip on his shoulder, has had one for years, but at a certain point in time, yeah, that's not the way to go about it, in my personal opinion, and in yours as well. I think, humble yourself, dog. You a good football player, man. For all those things you just mentioned, the height and the weight and all that stuff. Despite that shit, he be balling, but your attitude is the fucking problem, dog. So
and then you try, and for a moment, you try to pull the race card situation just for, a Hispanic himself to win the Heisman Trophy, dog.
Yeah.
So, that kind of squashed that one out. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And then you cussed out the Heisman committee, like fuck the.
Then you cussed out the Heisman committee. Then you know what I mean? Fucking, you came out, talking about, teams need you and your expectations and blah 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 blah.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you something. There's a difference between cockiness and confidence, man. There's a difference. Don't get it confused, bro. And we know confident cats, and then we also know cocky cats. That what I'm talking about?
There's Deion Sanders.
Yep.
And then there's the rest, dog. You know what I mean? Like Deion was arrogant. Deion came off arrogant, came off cocky because we knew and he knew when it came time to step on that field. There was no questions asked, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? At the collegiate level and at the pro level. Cats ain't doing that no more. You know what I mean? So if you ain't 100% sure that you can lace them things up on any given Sunday, walk on to any team, get your spot, and hold it down, you gotta chill, bro. You gotta chill. Because as a rookie, 1 year, 2 year, 3 year player, you're still a young man in a grown man game, bro.
Yeah. Also, one last thing before we move on to the basketball. Shouts out Ruben Bain, dog. They call him Tampa Bain. Got drafted by Tampa Bay. Failed to number 15. Should have been a top 10 pick, but they say his arms. All that bullshit about his arms.
Hometown hero, bro.
The league gonna hear him this year. As far as my personal opinion, did you see the video? All them cats pick up the hat and got in the mirror and cheese. He walked by the mirror. That
motherfucker just
snatched the hat and kept walking.
Great, dog.
He about that business. Hey, look, I don't like to call shit like this. I think that's probably your offensive or defensive rookie of the year already. Ain't even strapped up week 1 yet. That cat has something to prove, and he will prove it. And I hate the fact that
you know what he remind me of, like the attitude, bro. And this is just exactly what we were just talking about, between the cockiness and the arrogance. You know what I'm saying, and confidence.
Yeah,
he kind of has that same vibe and that same swag as Steve Smith.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Steve Smith came out there with a point to prove because he was a small cat. He's only 5'8" or 5'10" or whatever it was. He can't play wide receiver. He can't do this. He can't. Shit. You know what I mean? And I think, you know what I'm saying, this young cat, I think he gonna have that same type of career, bro. Just on the opposite side of the ball, bro.
Yeah, and
then you go to Tampa Bay too, where they when it comes to defense, they got some knowledgeable veterans, bro. You know what I mean? In that secondary, they got some knowledgeable veterans. You got a knowledgeable quarterback with Baker Mayfield. You know what I'm saying? So he's gonna show you some shit. Hey man, great position, dog.
And they're also the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are in a division where anybody can win that thing year after year. Which that's the truth for any division. But you know what I'm talking about. The NFC South is always wide open, bro. It's always wide open. Carolina didn't win it till like the last week of the season last year. So you know what I'm saying? It's so and shout them out, man. We was watching draft and you see that cat fall out of the top 10. And you're like, oh, he gonna make the NFL pay for that shit. He gonna make that. I have full confidence. I wish I mean, shit, man. I hate to say I wish you played for my boys because that dude gonna be nasty next year.
He gonna be nasty, dog.
Yeah, man.
He gonna be nasty, bro. He gonna be something to fuck with.
Straight nasty. All right, y'all. Let's shift it. You know what I'm saying? Let's go down here to some of this what thing? NBA playoffs, dog. First of all, I'll go first, dog, because obviously where the damn game at, man? Nah, that shit was Saturday. Obviously, since the last time you saw us, the Hawks pulled one out Thursday night. Sort of went up 2-1 in the series. It was the first game in Atlanta, game 3. And then they had to play game 4, bro. And first of all, as you can see the score right there, 16-point loss to the Knicks. You can see the points right there. Cat, first career triple-double. Jalen Johnson. First of all, Jalen Johnson, I need you to wake the fuck up. There's a lot of talk. Jalen Johnson supposed to, he's a great player. Look like he's ready to take that next step. This cat
What we doing though, bro?
He barely done scratched 20 the whole series in the whole playoffs. You can't be looking to take the next step. You can't put 20 on the board in the game. Cat shot. Hey, dude did what they switched their game plan up. They gave Cat the ball, and he was mostly the centerpiece of their offense, and they scored off that shit. Hawks didn't play the game. I seen C.J. McCollum have 4 turnovers. I mean, 2 of them were him just dribbling up the court, and he lost the ball. Nobody did that. Yeah, and I'm like, bro, we gotta do better than that. I think they were hitting shots decently, but then all of a sudden they just couldn't make a shot. They couldn't buy a basket for nothing, and. Look, man. I mean,
they were putting up boards, but like you said, they were making shots easily, but they were also allowing offensive rebounds and putbacks. You said, CJ had 4 turnovers. 2 of them were in the first quarter.
Yeah.
You know what
I mean? Cat was hitting. He hit a couple threes where he was way out there. Didn't even jump. Look like he just slung that thing up there and hit.
Hit that Jokic bullshit.
Yeah, that's exactly what it was. It just wasn't a good game for the Hawks all the way around. And defensively, look, it's. I know this sounds stupid because it's the literal game of basketball. It's just making shots, bro. Making shots. We've seen the Hawks have plenty of open shots. You make at least half of those, and the score doesn't look like it did at the end of the game. Or the Knicks, they miss half of the shots they put up, and we see what we're looking at. So. The Hawks, I think, should have been better prepared because this is the Knicks you're talking about. They've been in the playoffs like the last 4 or 5 seasons. There's a bunch of veterans on that team. They know how to bounce back. You're the Hawks. You're kind of upstarting in this bitch. You've been in the play-in the last 3, 4 seasons. Finally made the playoffs. You were up 2-1 on a great New York Knicks team. You had to know that they were going to come with it in game 4. It was an all or nothing type deal. They were going to put that playoff defense on y'all. And the Hawks at times in that game looked like they just couldn't handle that shit. They got close at a certain point in time, and then the Knicks just took off. I can handle them hitting 3-pointers and the shots, but when these cats is getting down the lane and dunking on y'all like they were in that game.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about? Like, it's hard for me. And then Anunoby, I can't even – that dude for the Knicks is just stripping. He had 2 threes at the late in the game in game 3 when the Hawks still was able to pull that out.
Yeah.
This game, he was just scoring all over.
Scoring all 6, over. Dog. I know, because I took the under, and that motherfucker blew it over.
Oh, blew it over? Yeah.
Yeah, dog. I mean, Anunoby could ball, bro. Anunoby got skills. He's going to get his numbers. We talk about it all the time. Brunson always going to get his numbers. But what needs to happen is, bro, especially when the offense is struggling like they did, I need players like Kuminga to wake the fuck up, bro. You know what I mean? What do we, bro? You had 0 points till the 4th quarter, my guy. You know what I mean? Like, I need you to wake the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? Defense. That's been the staple of your team since the trade. Defense has been the staple of your team, and it was non-existent this last game. And I think a lot of it had to do with complacency, bro. It was game 4, second game at home. And I kind of knew something was off mentally. I was like, oh, bro, they ready because they were showing the pregame. It was like literally like minutes counting down to the game, like within 5 minutes. And you know, and I'm not saying nothing because everybody does, you know, they have their families out there and stuff. But CJ and a couple other cats were on the court with the kids, playing around with the kids. And then they went, shot the camera over to the other side, dripping.
Business.
Dripping, dog. Business. You know what I'm saying? All huddled up, all yada yada. While these cats were over here, you know what I'm saying, still playing with the kids and shit like that. You know what I mean? So I seen it right. I was in the kitchen cooking, and I'm watching. I was like, oh, this gonna be something today.
Yeah, the Knicks
like,
was ready.
I already knew. Yeah,
it was ready. Again, like I started off the conversation, they have experience, playoff experience. Vets on that team that been there before. These cats was like, they was like, yeah, go ahead, spend that time with your kids, CJ, while I put these threes in your eye sockets, bro. And that's exactly what happened.
Yeah, bro. Because they over there getting in a groove. You know what I'm saying? Shot feeling nice by that tip off. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And y'all over there, and look, man, as you can see right there with the points. Obviously, Dyson only had 6. You know what I'm saying? CJ had 17, but that's a drop from what he been putting up in the series. Look down here. Not one Hawks player with 20 points, bro. Go up here. Anunoby, 22. 20 right here for Towns. Brunson right there, almost at 20 with 19. 3 cats on their team. So, you know what I mean? So they lost. We'll have to wait till tomorrow night to see what how they bounce back, what Coach Snyder's going to do. Obviously, it's only a 1 game in New York. They will have to come back to Atlanta because the series is tied at 2. So there's no other choice than you know, if there's at least 2 more games in the series, so they get 1 more shot. I would hope that they you can't come back to Atlanta for game 6 down 3-2. Because they're going to be looking for blood, dog. And you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So that's all I got to say about that. Hawks, you know what I'm saying? Hey, I got it. Y'all are kind of new to this thing. CJ, you the vet, man. Y'all got to do better than that. Like, I could take an L to the Knicks in that game 4 spot by 5 points, by 4 points. But they got blown out pretty much. 16 points was the deficit, dog. So I can't even fuck around like that. All right, here, let's go back. Yeah, no, I can't, man. I'm like, come on, bro. I watched it all the way to the end, and sort of, you know, I was just like, damn, dog, it's gonna be a rough one to come back from, man, because the Knicks is feeling confident now too. After
can't give them that momentum, bro.
You can't, man. Like I said, giving them a dub is one thing, but a dub the way they want it, they walked off the court in Atlanta feeling like, yeah, we got y'all's asses.
Chins high, bro. Chins high. Fucking smiling, partying on that plane ride back, bro.
On the plane ride back. So we'll see what happened there. All right, some more games from Saturday. The Magic over the Pistons. Hey, man, Pistons might be in trouble now. Hey, who playing right now? Matter of fact.
Well, them two slugging it out right now. It's like I think it's 22, 21.
22. Okay. So Pistons looking to tie the
series. Magic 22-21 Magic.
Okay, so Pistons looking to tie that series up. Again, Cade Cunningham came through with the points on Saturday. We'll see how it turns out tonight. 121-109 Thunder. We already spoke our thoughts the other day on the foul situation when it comes to the Thunder. So they look like they probably going to win this series next game. I think when they play tonight, they play.
I told you this was one of the 2 series. This series and the Spurs series are the 2 series. I'm sorry, this series and the Spurs series, the 2 series. I said they were just gonna smash. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But it's not even fair though. Like, I'm not talent wise, just officiating wise. It's just not even fair. So I feel you. So they're probably gonna win that one on out. We just talked about that. Nuggets, Timberwolves. Obviously, the biggest news from this game was Anthony Edwards sprained knee, went out the game. Yeah. Remember, so he's not out. I thought when I saw that, dog, I thought Ant was out for the season, bro, because that shit looked nasty. It looked nasty, but it looks like they say isn't he out for multiple weeks?
Yeah, that could be the season for them. Could be, but the Timberwolves still won that game even after he went out. Obviously, probably besides the Ant news, the injury, the biggest shit that come from this was I can't remember the cat's name for the Timberwolves who shot that
Jaden McDaniels, bro.
Shot the shot. They were already up by a bunch of points, and Jokic, you know what I'm saying, he took issue with that. Jokic went up to. Hey man, I'm gonna tell you right now, dog. Jokic be looking crazy, dog. Like, you know what I'm saying?
But
go ahead.
Look at man. For those that are not familiar with Jaden McDaniels, he is like a professional fucking troll. Okay. You could watch many a games, bro, and especially they got mad history with the Nuggets. Him and Jokic kind of don't like each other anyways, bro, because you go back and they be like pushing each other after shots and all that shit, like, you know what I mean? Yeah. So when they interviewed him, you know, he was like, well, you know, he passed me the ball and the clock was still running, so, you know, I just put it in the basket, you know? And but he was just like, you know, how do you know, what was your reaction? He was like, oh, I don't know, I just seen some big ass dude running towards me. And you could see he had a smile on his face the whole time, and he grabbed Jokic and shit. But let me tell you something, dog, and this is what I've been saying the whole series, okay?
Yeah.
I'm not worried about him. Even though Ant's out, I'm not worried about him. Because you seen Jokic grab, and he grabbed Jokic, and they tussled, and Jokic kind of like pushed him towards the sideline. And then everybody came and scuffled up, right? Okay? Did you see, go back and watch that pile move when Julius Randle actually gets pissed the fuck off. So Julius Randle gets into that pile late, and he's trying to mitigate shit, yada yada, and then somebody like hits him and he gets pissed off, and that entire pile moves, bruh. That motherfucker, he gonna watch Julius Randle take over Game 5, bruh. Watch, bro. I'm telling you, dog. Like, yeah, yeah, I told you don't piss him off, bro, because he's a big dude. He's like a Debo out there. He's like a Zach Zach Rudolph.
Yeah. Nah, I mean, look, man. I think I still think the Timberwolves gonna win the series. I think the Nuggets might grab the next game. I could be wrong, but I think they might. Without Ant there, that's gonna be. I think because hey man, look. The Nuggets go out like this. If they get clapped 4-1 in the series and half the games Ant wasn't even there, y'all need to go back to the drawing board for real. If y'all the Nuggets.
Now they have played them in the season without Ant.
Yeah. And I mean, look. We already know that this is a rivalry. The Nuggets and Timberwolves. It seems like every season they play in the postseason. So, we'll see what happens with that, man. Let's move on to the games from yesterday, bro. I know you got your. So obviously, you see right there, Raptors, Cleveland. Cleveland jumped to a 2-0 series lead in this, and I thought, well, Raptors is probably done, bro. The Raptors said, no, cuz. You know what I'm saying? They said, no, we're going to go ahead. You know what I'm saying? We going to go ahead and tie this thing up and make y'all fight for this. So, hey, look, man, I don't know who might win this series now, dog. You know what I'm saying? I mean, look at it.
I'm leaning on the Raptors, dog.
Wait, didn't they?
Scotty Barnes? Nah.
Oh, they play
tomorrow. Yeah, they play tomorrow.
Okay.
Yo, Scotty Barnes out there balling, bro.
Yeah, Scotty Barnes is out there. He is, man. Next game, obviously, Spurs, Trailblazers. Blazers down 3-1 now. Wemby finally made it back. Obviously, we talked about the injury to him the other day and how they showed that shit a gazillion times. I'm like, damn, bro, y'all act like y'all laughing at him and shit, man. But anyway,
you heard how he smashed on the NBA.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, bro. He was he was in a press conference yesterday, and they were asking him like about it, and he smashed on him. He was like, they handled it poor. He was like, the doctors did great. He was like, but the NBA. He was like, oh, you talking about like the reporter was like trying to veer him off, bruh. He was going off so bad. Go back and look at the interview, bruh. He was going off so bad, bruh. They fucking muted his mic in the middle of his fucking interview.
Oh, because he was going off on because they kept showing it. Dude, they just kept fucking showing it, dude. And I'm like,
they fucking muted his mic in like a portion of his speech when he was going off, bro. And then they turned his shit back on.
And I feel him too because look how he looked when it happened. You know what I'm talking about? You fall and hit your head. That shit don't look cool, dog. You know what I'm talking about?
Nah, bro.
It looks, and I'm sure even though we ain't the type of cats to do so, that cat can get clowned on. You know what I'm talking about? Just from the way he played. They just kept on showing it, dude. They kept showing it. We talked about this the other night, man. So they up 3-1. They probably gonna wrap this one up just like you said.
Oh yeah.
Boston on top of the 76ers. 76ers got them a game. They got game 2, and then Boston now has proceeded to win 2 more after that. The next game I think is Wednesday. Probably gonna wrap that on up. Boston probably will. And we get to the final game of last night as we lead up to the night. Your boys played against the Rockets. Rockets game. It was game 4 in Houston. Obviously, the Lakers were out there trying to sweep that thing, handle the business, go back home, get a couple extra rest days. What you see from the game, dog?
I mean, they just wanted to go back to the Kennard Center and close this one out. You know what I mean? That's all it was. Nah, they look tired, man. LeBron especially, you know, he looked tired. They had Houston finally went in with the game plan that they probably should have been running the whole fucking time.
Yeah, one without KD.
And that's, well, right, you know what I mean, and that's what I had talked about after game 1. Run everything through Sengun, and it opens up everything else for Terry Eason, who, as we can see, you know what I'm saying, put up 20 and 8. You know what I'm saying, for some of these other cats, you know what I mean, to kind of do their thing. I mean, because why you haven't taken advantage of mismatches when you have players like Bronny guarding you, or you have players, you know what I'm saying, like fucking, you know, Jackson Hayes on Sengun, which is a mismatch. You know what I mean? You got an old Braun out there with young point guards on your opposition that are not running them up and down the court. And I mean, I'm a Lakers fan, bro, but I'm just calling out the obvious, you know? But in this last game, they did all that. They had LeBron out there looking tired. They played it from the middle, from Sengun out, which opened up the, you know what I'm saying, which opened up everything. You know, Marcus Smart and them, they couldn't really fucking get the ball moving around. You know, a lot of shots were forced. You know, so I'm not worried, bruh. Even if KD come back, I'm not worried about it, to be honest. I think the Lakers will close it out. I called a gentleman's sweep to begin with, but it definitely won't go no 7. I think they'll close it out in LA, but this ain't going no 7-game series. LeBron has too much ego to allow this shit to go 7-game series. You know what I mean? Not even skill, bro. Like, this motherfucker will probably go out there and just goaltend every shot. You know what I mean? Just to make sure fucking, you know what I mean? Like, they'll come up with a new rule and trade a motherfucker and sign a motherfucker in the middle of the playoffs just for him. You know what I'm saying? Like, fucking, he will sacrifice Bronny if it means winning the fucking game, you know what I'm saying, this series. So, I mean, it is what it is, bro. Like, they look like crap. However, on the bright side, Austin Reeves is now game-to-game decision.
Yep.
Which means he could be back tomorrow.
Wait, y'all play tomorrow?
No.
Wednesday.
We play Wednesday.
Yeah.
So he could be back Wednesday.
And if not Wednesday, more than likely Friday's game. If there's a Friday game necessary.
So we get Austin Reeves back. Hopefully we get Austin Reeves back to close it out. Game 5 in the Kennard Center, bro. Come on, bro.
All right, so I mean, we talked before the show. And I said, I wasn't surprised. You know, obviously, I mean, the cat is old. I don't give a damn how much praise they get him motherfucker on the game. LeBron, an old cat, dog. Like, hey, man. Right. I knew watching the other 3 games leading up to that when I was like, if they do lose and the cats look tired, I ain't gonna be surprised, because that's just. And look. The worst 3-point shooting team in the regular season and the playoffs was the Rockets up until last night. Last night they hit some shots. You know, them being more energized at that 3 factors. They were more energized. Their backs were up against the wall because they were about to get swept. And then number 3, they just started hitting shots. those three things, and that's a recipe for victory, man. You know, and so
between that and this next game, LeBron knows he has to win because of that factor. Because that motherfucker is tired, bro.
Yeah,
he is tired. You know what I mean? He didn't expect to have to carry the, you know what I'm saying, the mother load the way he is. If he doesn't win and close this game out Wednesday, they're not gonna get any break in between.
Nah,
They have the opportunity. I mean, they damn sure could have got it this last time. You know what I'm saying? They would have been done so on the break. But they still have the opportunity to get themselves a little break if they can close the shit out on Wednesday.
Because here's the thing. Tonight at 9:30, game 4 between OKC. And that's who y'all play if y'all win this series. They going to be already waiting, rested.
Yeah.
So y'all need to, y'all got to close that thing out on Wednesday, man. So y'all, because they, again, OKC could be resting as soon as fucking 12
probably
midnight
drinking
tonight.
sweet tea and shit. You know?
All right, let's look at today's action NBA wise. As you can see, like you said a while ago, battling. You know what I mean? They're out there battling right here, 28-27 Magic.
Yeah, bro.
And then that's, like I said, 9:30 p.m. Thunder at the Suns. OKC up 3-0. And then 3-1 lead by Minnesota. The Timberwolves at the Nuggets for game 5. Obviously, they're going back to Denver. Denver's going to be live and direct. The crowd going to be crazy as fuck. No Ant tonight. So, if I had to guess, I think the Nuggets might pull some out of here.
I'm telling you, Julius Randle. I'm calling it now. Julius Randle's going to have a hell of a fucking game.
They're going to have 35 tonight.
It's going to be Jaden McDaniels and Julian Randle putting up a hell of a game. Straight physically dominate. They're going to be all in Jokic's head. Jokic is going to have a horrible game today. He's going to put up his numbers, but he's not going to put up he ain't going to triple double out, dog.
Real quick, late breaking NBA news as we take a look right here. Obviously the Rookie of the Year, Cooper Flag barely edges out Colin Kneppel, you know what I'm saying, for the Rookie of the Year. Shouts out to both them young cats.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's the future. I mean, obviously, more for you than me. You got to see that cat several times a season. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he cooked us earlier this season, bro.
Yeah. Well, I mean, shit, we got to see Kneppel. 30. We got to see Colin Kneppel several times a season because he played for the Hornets, and the Hornets ain't no joke, dog.
And LaMelo, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Out there just slanging the rock,
young, ignorant ass cat.
Shout out to yo boy. You know what I'm saying? Nah.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? Wishing most improved player, bro.
Yeah, most improved player. That's back-to-back years for the Hawks. Last year, Dyson Daniels, most improved player. You know what I'm saying? So that's
got a good system. Obviously, good things happen there, baby.
Hey, come on now. Hey, I know. Hey, Nikhil got out there and hit 2 early threes, but then for the rest of the game, he was kind of up and down. We need you now. We need you to go off next in New York.
Oh, he gonna put up a smooth 25 come tomorrow, bro.
I need all them cats to go off in New York tomorrow night. Let's make no mistake about it, man.
I need CJ to control the point like he has been. You know what I'm saying? Facilitate that shit and let these, you know what I'm saying? Let these other cats do what they do, bro.
Yeah, man.
Because CJ has the ability to fucking open that shit up, bro. I mean, he has the ability to open that shit up, you know, isolate everybody, get that shit out to Nah or download it, you know what I'm saying, to Daniels or in the motherfucking corner, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, bro.
CJ, I mean, so far he's the leading scorer for the Hawks in the playoffs. Through 4 games, he leads the Hawks. So, by the way, you got to mention, we was talking about it. Edwards' knee, he's gonna miss at least 1 week with a hyperextended left knee. And a bone bruise, so let's see what happens.
Which is another reason why we just talked about, like the Lakers. Minnesota has to close that shit out tonight.
Yeah. They need to give.
You know what I mean? They can't afford to keep fucking around. Close the series out. Start game planning for the next series. Let Ant Hill move on.
Yep. Which more than likely is going to be against the Spurs. We'll see if they wrap that shit up later or tomorrow or whatever. But we'll see what happens with that, man. But shit, that's about the show right there, y'all. I can't think of those. You got something else, bro?
Nope.
All right. I already got Flag Rookie of the Year. All right, y'all. I just want to put this shit up. I ain't no Michigan fan, obviously, but if y'all didn't know, my father-in-law, he be making them trophies, dog. He made the damn.
That's raw right there.
He made one for my brother-in-law because they live in Michigan. He made me one because I like these little trophies he made. That shit look dope, man. Look just like
that
like that the damn what's the name I got right there?
National championship. Yeah.
Yeah, dog.
Yo, natty, bro.
I need to get I see if I can't get you one, dog, with the a Raider, because I been trying to tell folks, man, he don't charge that much. I mean, you ain't gonna have to pay for your shit, but hey, if your team got a Super Bowl in their history, dog, these
yeah, bro, because I'm gonna especially need that, after they get number 4 this season, bro. You know what I mean?
And those are trophy, dog. Nah,
yeah, bro.
All right, y'all. Y'all take care. Enjoy the rest of the games. Like I said, let me go back to the scores real quick before we bounce.
Shit, the Mendoza medallion, bro.
As you can see right there, they battling. They all battling. Quarter 2, 9 minutes left, 30-32 Pistons Magic. The Pistons trying to tie this series back up. Hey, man, see what happens when it comes to that. But
I've been watching it this whole time, bro. It's definitely no advantage on either side. Like,
yeah, they fight. They
just out there just fighting for buckets, bro. Speaking of which, before we go, man, I forgot which game it was yesterday. Man, it was like the fourth quarter. It was like 70-60, bro. And I was like, what the fuck we got going on here, man? Like, old school scoring game, bro. I can't remember which one it was, but I look forward to seeing that shit again, dog.
Yeah, man. Hey, let me see one of them old school games. All right, y'all. We'll see y'all. Y'all enjoy the rest of the game. Like I said, enjoy y'all's weeks, and see y'all later, man. Peace out.